And welcome to another flash review by Deviant.fun. Today we bring you That Texas Blood by Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips. This is volume 1. This is by Image Comics. And it's dated, I think, 2020. Let me just see. No. Actually, this volume is from January 2021. But the issues were from 2020s. So this is a crime murder kind of pulpy book that I really enjoyed it. I'm going to put it out just now, and because it although it's a crime and murder book, it does it in such a gentle way. I know this doesn't make much sense to use that word for a crime murder book, but it's written with almost with no gore, and when there's gore, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Of course, you've got splash screens like this, for example, which is actually our character's imagination. But in the end, it's a very mundane story about the mundane life of this man here, Joe Bob, who is a police officer in a small town, and you will have to deal with murders and deaths, not only murders. And he's a very ordinary guy. His favorite response to anything is "well." Sometimes that's not the beginning of the sentence, it's the actual response. So his wife teases him about that in the book. So he's a very lovable character, but he has to deal with non-lovable things here. In this story, we get first a murder around a mundane story about getting a casserole for a special day, which is Joe Bob's anniversary. He ends up getting the casserole, but in a very unexpected way. It's kind of funny, even though the situation is not funny. In its core, it's violent, but it ends up being funny that he gets the casserole that way. But then after that death, another death occurs. It seems like in reaction to the first death. So he has to go on some investigation. At the same time, that person that shows up killed, we find out that he's not loved by anyone in town, and that he has a brother that was once his companion and had the same fame around the townspeople, but he has left the town or the county or whatever a long time ago, trying to be someone different, and to some degree he has been able to. He's got a girlfriend now. He lives a normal life. He seems to be a respectable guy. He's not drinking. He stopped drinking. He stopped smoking even. So he's really he's making an effort to be a better person. But with the developments that took place of his brother getting murdered, things start to change for him. The way he feels about the world, the way he sees himself, his past comes back to him in a very strong manner and ends up breaking him up. And at the same time, he meets a past love, which also brings some ingredients to the story. But what happens is that he's in town for looking for revenge. Something just cracks up inside of him, and he just wants his brother avenged. And there's a group of mafiosos back there that are the primary suspects. So he decides that he will take them all down. That doesn't go very well for him, as you can see by his nose here. But he will try again. Maybe he succeeds, maybe he doesn't. At the same time, his girlfriend gets really worried because there's no news, he doesn't answer the phone or whatever, because he has secluded himself from the world. And at the same time, our Joe Bob is getting a strange sensation on his stomach that something very bad is about to happen. And boy, was he right. Yeah, he was very, very right about that. So this is a crime, like I said, crime, murder, mystery, super well written. I like the illustrations a lot too, because they have this tone of dirtiness and harshness, making it look almost as old, which kind of goes well with the scenarios. I think it was very well chosen, the type of art, but it's mostly because of the characters and the story that I was so driven into this book, and that I'm really hoping that I can read as fast as possible the next volume. Especially this guy Joe Bob is really a character that you'll fall in love with. And then in contrast, you have this character in deep transformation and quick transformation. You don't ever know how much far will he go. Whilst Joe Bob, well, you know what to expect from him, is that classic old guy. He knows his place, he's bossed out by his wife, but it doesn't matter to him. He knows where his manhood is. She even spies on him and uses the police radio. There's a funny situation right at the beginning of the book. So it's got a bit of everything, a bit of humor, crime, blood, yeah, it's got that, but it's got one hell of a story, great character development. So this was really a very good surprise. I was counting on a good comic, and I find it excellent, or at least very good. So this comes out with a big recommendation from us. If you haven't taken a peek at this, don't wait long, because you'll regret every day that you haven't read this. It's really good if you like the genre. So without further ado, I'll say farewell, but first reminding you that you can buy this book at Deviant.fun.biz, and if you don't want to buy the book with us, it's okay, but I think you'd like to follow this channel and get to see more and more videos like this, reviews and etc., leaf-throughs, and also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, where we're constantly putting out new content. So feel free to subscribe and hitting the bell for notifications, because we'll make it ring. So until the next video, which will come soon, farewell. Have a good Easter. If you're seeing this almost live, it will be around Easter time. So yeah, until the next video. Deviant Fun out in 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.